it's Sad Kawaii Princess, and on today's video, we're gonna do story time. Woo! So let's get this story started. So this story is gonna be a little sappy, a little cheesy. So if you don't like any of that cutesy, lovey-dovey shit, like I don't, click away, cause it's gonna get really, really, really cute and gross. So this story is on how I dated Michael, my boyfriend. Okay. I'm one of those kids that like was really pumped for high school for some God knows why reason, and I was waiting for someone to beat me up because of how annoying I am, but sadly, like, I didn't get beat up, so woo. Anyways, so I walk into advisory. I was just like, all right, so who's in my class? All right, I have no idea who these fucking people are because half of these are like little Kanziks and I don't know, and the rest of them are like, I don't know. Anyways, so I look around and I'm like, okay, and then I see Michael. So he's Asian. I'm like, my first instinct was like, oh my god, he's Asian, I must talk to him, I must make him mine. Okay, so then I walk over to him and I'm just like, oh my god, hi, what type of Asian are you? I know that's really bad. That's how I started my conversation with him, but he doesn't remember that, so I'm glad. So I asked him, like, oh, what type of Asian are you? He's like, oh, I'm Filipino. I was just like, oh, dang, really? He's like, yeah, were you expecting Korean? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm Filipino. I was like, oh, okay, dang. And that's it. That's literally it. Like, that was freshman year. I never talked to him ever again. It was probably like one of like, we would probably say hi to each other in the hallways, like, hey, you know, and I was just like, hey, but like nothing, like, oh my god, because at that time he had a girlfriend, so I was like, I'm never gonna get anyone. During the course of high school years, I have changed personality wise and my looks wise. Hopefully looks is better than personality. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But I changed a lot. I grew, I got more shy, I got more intimidated by things, like, it's just things, like, I'm really, like, if you know me personally, I'm really open about everything, but at the same time, I'm really not, so I'm just kind of like, and then everyone's like, I'm like, oh my god, okay, bye. But yeah, so, it was senior year, and he was in my anatomy class, and, so I thought he was really cute, but I was really, really scared to talk to him, so I didn't talk to him at all, and then, like, fuck. So, my teacher really likes to switch our seats after each unit ends, and we take a test after that because for for God knows why reason, she wants us to talk to everyone, and I'm just like, please leave me alone. And at that time, I didn't have anyone in my period that I talked to. Like, it was just like those acquaintances, like, you know them in the hallway, and you're just like, hey, but you actually never like talk to them and have like a deep conversation type of shit. So I didn't have any of my friends in my anatomy class, so I was just like, I want to die, you know, but it's whatever. And then I walk into class and everyone's like, oh, we got new seats. And I'm like, oh, fuck, not again. So I was like really nervous at who I'm going to sit with. So I was like, whatever, fuck it. So I go check and everything. Guess who sits next to me? Fucking Michael. Michael sits next to me and I'm like, oh, girl. I was like, oh, God, no. I was like really panicking and everything because I was like, fuck, I had to like sit next to my crush basically. So he sits next to me because he checks through, and then like, he's like, oh, Priscilla. I was like, oh, hey. I was like, he knows who I am. Oh, my God. Like, I was like, it's weird because yeah, so he sits next to me, and I'm just really quiet the whole entire time he sits next to me, because like, I don't know what to say to him, and I'm like really like nervous and shit, so I don't say anything to him at all, so I'm just like, fuck my life. And then so he talks to me, whatever, he's like, oh, how you been, or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm good, and then like, he's like, oh, you're not talking today, are you tired? I'm like, yeah, I'm tired, but like in my head, I'm just like, I'm not tired, I'm just really nervous, and I don't know what to say to you, and I was like, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the way that means Michael actually started talking out of school was when I tweeted, I'm really bored, someone invite me to a party or something, whatever, and then he's like, he at me back, he's like, oh, let's go party, and I was like, all right, bet. I'm like, for real, and then like, so he DM'd me, he's like, so what do you want to do? And I was just like, oh my god, he wants to hang out with me out of school, oh my god, I'm crying. So then I was just like, oh, I don't know, I just don't want to feel like being like home, and he's like, oh, do you want to come over? I was like, oh god, and then he's like, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then so like, yeah, so then he asked, and I was able to go over, and we hung out, we watched a movie. So I went over to his house or whatever, we watched the movie, The Da Vinci Code, and so then we go to B-Dubs, and he eats, and he offered me food, and I'm just like, no thanks, but I was just like, I'm dying, but I don't want to like eat in front of you, so, because it's a girl thing, I don't know why, but I feel, yeah, it's weird. Anyways, so then he's telling me about these two girls that he likes, and he's like debating on which one he wants, and I was just like, choose me, but like I was just like, oh my god, I don't know, choose whoever you, like your heart desires or whatever. Anyways, but like inside my heart, I was just like crying, so I was like, so yeah, so basically I was put in the friend zone first, And then yeah, because he didn't know I liked him, and yeah. But he took me home, and I was just like, okay, bye. Like I thought that was like a one-time type of thing, you know, like hang out and just like never want to talk to you ever again in my life. And I'm just like, okay. But it wasn't that. He DM'd me the next morning saying, hey, can I have your number? And I was just like, and then I was like, fuck my life. And then he texted me, and then yeah. So we just started talking, whatever, and then we hung out again, and then, but the second time we hung out, he wanted me to go to the mall, but, like, my dumb ass was so nervous, and I was just like, can I invite my friend with us? And he's like, yeah, sure. He didn't, like, he thought, like, the more the merrier. No, I was just like, I'm fucking nervous with you, and I don't want to be with you alone, because I'm really scared. So then, my friend was nice enough to come third wheel with me and him, and yeah. But, yeah, it was, I think, the fourth time that we hung out. We were watching, actually, no. Well, we were watching a movie like a brief second, and then like he started playing his video game that he sucked really bad. Until this day, he sucks really bad at that game. And so whatever. So then he gets tired. He just turns off the PS4, and then I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I'm just like laying down, and then like he's like lays on top of me, and I'm just like, okay. And then like it was like 12, and then and then so I'm just like, fuck, like what the fuck? Like I need to go home, but like I don't want to leave, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then yeah, so he falls asleep, and I'm just like, oh my god, he fell asleep on me. Like, what the fuck do I do? Do I wake him up? That's really rude. I'm just like having like conflict problems. I'm just like like inside basically the whole entire time because I was really nervous. And then so I wake him up. I'm like, hey Michael, can you take me home? And he's like, yeah, okay. None of us move for like the next other 10 minutes. So he falls asleep on me again. So I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I need to go home because I'm gonna get yelled at and beat my ass. So it's like a 1 already. It starts getting 1. So I'm like, okay, fuck. So then I wake him up again the second time. I'm just like, hey, do you wanna take me home now? He's like, yeah, okay, well. We didn't move the second time. I'm like, fuck, I need to get home now before my ass gets beat. Because I'm fucking Mexican. You know how Mexican parents be like, you're fucking late. They will fucking kill you. And I'm just like, oh my god. So yeah. So then the third time, he stayed awake like the second time, but like I was just like massaging his head and playing with his hair because that's what I love to do. And so then he looks at me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I'm just like really nervous, my heart's pounding, and then like he just kisses me, and I'm just like, oh my god, what just happened? What the fuck just happened? And like I'm like, we're just like kissing each other. I'm just like, what's going on? I'm so confused because he had a crush on this other girl, but then like I don't know what just happened. I was just like, what just happened? So I'm just like over here. I'm just like, okay, I'm accepting this. I'm just like, whatever, fuck it, like, you know, YOLO, am I right? And then I was like, what the fuck? So he takes me home, and then and then that's where everything just happened. And then yeah, so then we started talking, obviously, and he asked me out on Christmas Day. So yeah, that's how me and Michael basically started talking and dating, and yeah, now he's my boyfriend for 5 months. Yeah, it's weird because basically our love story is like a movie, because I'm like that one weird chick that like is really quiet in school, and he's like that popular guy, and then like we ended up dating. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, if you guys know me personally, you guys probably don't think like I'm really shy or anything, but like I'm honestly really shy when it comes to like boys, like, cause I don't know how to talk to boys. Like I get really nervous and I just say stupid things. Like I'm just stupid. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for sticking to my long kind of sappy love story, I guess. And if you have any more suggestions on what should I do with my videos, let me know in the comments below. And if you wanna subscribe to my channel, that'd be really great. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.